Talking now about the fog of war, and with that comes the censorship, especially on social media and other places too. You know, the images that we have seen from the Hamas-Gaza conflict have just been horrifying, just brutal. Innocent men, women, babies, all murdered, and it's really shocked the world. Yet I'm sure you haven't seen the worst of it. Some of the images just too ghastly to broadcast, but should they be? Should we take the decency filter off of our lens and show the world what is really going on when the worst is happening? Would that prevent misinformation and misdirected support away from the perpetrators to the actual victims? Amy Peikoff is with us now. She is the Chief Policy Officer at BitChute, which is a video hosting platform that is a free speech alternative to YouTube and others. Amy, thanks for being here. So tell us where BitChute comes into all of this, because you have a very important role right now in a world of misinformation and censorship from really both sides.
Yes, thanks for having me on, David. It's a difficult thing, to navigate, because as you say, this is ghastly footage, and it's footage that we would prefer not to have to see at all. And yet we are in a situation in which whether these horrific events, these atrocities even occurred, is becoming a matter of debate online. And of course, one of the best ways to quell that debate and say, okay, yes, these atrocities really did happen, and therefore Israel is really justified in retaliation, is to show evidence of it. And so, yes, you maybe have to cross that line. From what I understand, the tack that Israel is taking is showing some of the worst footage to journalists, but not allowing them to record it or broadcast it in any way, just to show them, look, this is really the stuff that we've been holding back here. I don't know that that's a terrible strategy. I've seen debated whether it's a good one or a bad one. But yeah, I think we are getting to the point where we should allow adults the option of viewing this footage for themselves. The other thing that comes into play now as well is AI modification of this footage. And can you provide people with a source of authentication of the footage itself, because we're seeing people take images and doctor them or use old images, et cetera. So there are a number of issues to navigate with this.
Yeah, so that brings up the question of not just free speech, which BitChute is all about, but how do you kind of navigate that road of AI or fake videos or compilation videos that are taken out of context and are maybe from a previous war? I mean, how does BitChute kind of operate around that?
So we are discussing that actively now, because as we're looking also to incorporate decentralized technologies in order to help our users, share information with each other open and freely, we are also looking at ways to use, say, a blockchain technology to help establish the date and the provenance of particular pieces of footage, so that everybody can say, oh no, this particular footage where they're saying it was from the IDF is actually something that happened in Ukraine, and they're trying to pass it off online as something else. These are all things that I think the technology is there to be able to provide a lot more reassurance of the authenticity, and trying to incorporate it in a way that is user-friendly as well. But at the same time, we have governments around the world starting to clamp down on the free flow of information. And I've been watching from the side, the kind of back and forth between Breton and Musk on Twitter, for example. Breton wants to clamp down on a lot of the free flow of information about this conflict.
Right. Amy Peikoff, really want to engage with more of this and more conversation with you. So we'd love to have you back. It's not just a topic. It's more than that. It's something that's going to be crucial going forward. So thanks so much, Amy. Appreciate it.
Definitely. Thank you.